wanted to take a little break and show you guys an update on how the front path is doing, and then just kind of give you a baby tour. This is our front door. Stone has held up really nicely, and this is what it looks like now. So it's still in progress. This bed is going to come out further, and there's a clematis back there that I need to plant. That's a rosemary, but I'll kind of start you off over here. So we have a terracotta yarrow right here and right there. And then I've got this beautiful gold sedum in front of a rock with blue lobelia behind it. Same thing on this side, so it's mirrored. And then this is a gorgeous, I think it was like Pacific Sunrise or Pacific something, Pacific Ocean dahlia. It is beautiful. It has this like coral, neon pink, and kind of a faded sunset orange, and then to a yellow center. It is a beautiful flower. And this is about to start budding, or I guess flowering. And then there's a lavender. This is phenomenal. It does really well in this area. It's called Lavender Phenomenal, in case you're wondering. And it's really good for Florida, where it rains a lot. And what I basically did, this is a weed. Wait, what? How did this get here? This is yarrow, so I need to plant this. It's probably one of the red ones that fell off. So this plant is better suited for areas where it gets a lot of water, but what I did was I kind of mounded it up just a little bit. You can kind of see, and all this is already a mound, and there's sand here, there's like little gravel underneath, so it's got like, it's not going to be waterlogged at all. But just in case, I also mounded it up higher with some sand that I brought from Arizona, and then I just put a Sedona red rock behind it. And on this side, same thing. It's being mirrored by this exact same plant, and then you can see the Sedona sand, or Arizona sand right here. I think this is from Phoenix. And then this is a bee balm. It's a bunch of bee balms. It's a whole bunch of plants. Now this has beautiful flowers, basically into late summer, but it looks like it wants to start flowering soon. So what I'm probably gonna do is like chop it down a little bit shorter. I may leave it, I don't know, because if it's about to flower, I don't want to interfere with that. But it's beautiful, like purpley blue blooms, and the bees love it, and you can use it for tea. And then over here I have this woolly thyme, and it's fuzzy. It's so cute, and so kind of more for decoration, but I can use it too. It's an herb. And then back here, this beautiful golden variegated sage, which eventually will get taller, and these will kind of, I don't know, hug the rock. And on this side, I've got some more thyme in the garden, or oregano, whichever one, but I'll probably put the thyme here, and it'll just grow in this little spot. This is a milkweed, a tropical milkweed that came back from last year, and I didn't necessarily want them anymore in the garden because just the butterflies, like, they need to migrate. You know, the monarchs have to migrate, and these kind of interfere with their migration schedule. So I usually will cut them down by November, and that way it encourages them to just leave and go ahead and migrate. Otherwise, they stick around because this plant, it stays here and it doesn't die back until, you know, like January. But by then it's too late for the butterflies, so I have to physically cut it in November, and there's one little baby one coming up here. So I figure I'll leave it for now. It'll be good food, and then I'll just cut them down. And then here's all the yarrow. It's just gotten insane. And there were three red rocks in here. That's, I mean, it's so overgrown that you couldn't see them anymore, and there's a little spotlight. So I took those out, and that's what's behind the lavenders. Then over here, this is a medicinal plant called a horehound, and this is what you make cough syrup out of, or cough drops. So it's really good for that, and I'll probably do that once it gets bigger and I can harvest from it. And then this is an autumn joy stone crop, or sedum, whichever you prefer. There's the name, Autumn Joy. And these are edible plants as well, although not a lot of people eat them, but they're totally edible. And the flowers are beautiful, and they bloom until late summer, which gives the bees tons and tons of good stuff, because on the flowers there's like this little nectar and kind of like little sap that I guess the honeybees love. And it's like a beautiful kind of pinkish terracotta color. So I really like the combination. I think the combination's gonna be real pretty. And then of course you see this, the selenite rock that we got from New Mexico, more yarrow. And then this is the clematis that likes its feet shaded but loves full sun. So I figured this is a perfect spot because the sun rises, that's the east, this is the north, and then the sun sets obviously over there. But what's great is that basically in the winter time the sun is more that direction, in the summer it's more towards north. So this plant will always have full sun, the house will never shade it. And I think that because the worst part of the sun is on the afternoon, because the worst part of the afternoon is this way, it'll be shaded. Okay. So what's great is that because the sun sets this way, this is the worst part of the sun, is like the afternoon coming really strong from this direction. This yarrow will kind of shade the bottom part of it, and it'll be a really good kind of like break for the plant, at least where the root system is, from getting way too much intense sun. And then I put this beautiful trellis up, or I guess like just a little, yeah, I guess it's a trellis. I like it because it's like some kind of tulip and it looks like a plant. So I chose that. And then the little butterfly in the background is really cute. And then that's another stone crop, so they're gonna be on either side. Then over here, I'm gonna probably prop this up a little better, and then this will be planted in the ground, but I've got to bring more sand. And then here's another lavender, and I'm gonna have to go get the sand, but it's been raining every day, so I can't really do that. But once I get more sand, this will come out more back here, be a little bit larger, and I'll pull all these grasses out, and it'll basically mirror this size or this side in like length that way. But I think I'm gonna bring it out some more because I literally have nothing here, so might as well. And I'm gonna bring in some Rose of Sharon that I have in the backyard that I've rooted from my mother-in-law's house, and they're this beautiful double leaf blue, deep blue Rose of Sharon. So those will go kind of in that corner, one in that corner, and then one in that corner, and one, I'm thinking probably up there, I'll do another one, and then just kind of spotted, along the way, because I have 12 of them. So, and then some of them I'll probably sell or give away. And this lavender is another one that likes the rain. This one is called Goodwin Creek, and it smells amazing. But you can see the leaves are a little different, and they taste really good. All these are used, you can use all this in cooking. And somebody must have just shot somebody had a shotgun, I just heard it. And this is got these beautiful long flowers, and on the other side there's the same exact lavender with another bloom. And zinnias I did not plant, they're popping up from last year, but this one is gorgeous. It's like a beautiful coral, very similar to the dahlia over there, but yeah, like that color is so pretty. And here's a kind of magenta looking one, and it's about to bloom like crazy. But again, this just kind of popped up on its own. There's some yarrow in there. The white is the most medicinal kind, so that's why I have a lot of the white. This side, same thing, mirrored, some more zinnias popped up. Not sure what colors they are, but I've had so many here that it could be anything. Yarrow, and then, like I said, the Rose of Sharon, gonna be on the corners. And then something here that I'm gonna put is an agave plant. Agave loves full sun, so that'll be planted here once I get more sand and make this more of a mound. So yeah, this is an update. So I'll show you kind of this view. And then that's like a cross that Brad drew because that rock was somewhere else. If I can kind of get that off. It's like a cross and an arrow. So if I can kind of scrub that off, that'd be cool. Otherwise I'll leave it. But yeah, so we'll kind of take you through here and get a feel for what it's like. And then one other thing, so I've got this Russian sage that I am rooting right now, and they look beautiful when they're all full and they taste so good. This is mostly an herb medicinal kind of garden, or I guess flower bed. And so they're gonna go on either side of this rosemary. Well, forgot to show you guys one more thing. So this plant back here is the plant that I finally ordered from Etsy called cramp bark. So as the name suggests, it helps with cramps, especially for women. It's an amazing medicinal plant. And then behind it, that is a volunteer plant. I believe that is a tomatillo or a ground cherry. I'm not quite sure. But that came up all on its own. And then here's some of the red yarrow that I planted today. This is kind of dried up, but they're beautiful. I'll just keep coming around. This is probably one of my favorite areas. That and the big stone. But yeah, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful. And then I just have to, eventually I'll do landscaping right along the edge of the house, but there's a whole lot of mint growing over here, so I'll have to figure something out, like to incorporate it. See all this? This is all mint. Spearmint. Big spearmint. And then today I want to make parsley salad, which is also known as tabbouleh. And then these are stinging nettles, really medicinal, but I have them all over my yard too. There's some more spearmint. And then this is sweet mint, which I'd love to take out of there and do like a mound over here, kind of the same as there, and do a bed right underneath here, so then that kind of hides this area some. But eventually we do want to extend the front porch because it's really short and narrow. And these are just kind of, I put here, they're lettuces that I'm waiting for them to go to seed, so I didn't want to just yank them out of the ground. This is cilantro. But once the plant gets a little bit older and the seeds become drier, then I'll go ahead and harvest the seeds. And like these I can still harvest some leaves from, but it's really bitter. And so they're gonna be here for a little while until they mature, and then I'll remove them and put them in the compost. But yeah, so I wanted to give you guys a little tour. I love this rock path, like absolutely love it. And then you can see some low-lying areas here that I'll need to like touch up, like raise some of the rocks up. And I wouldn't have known that until it rained, so it's fine. But yeah, I love it. And the little lights are solar, as you can tell from Walmart. So I'm super excited overall with the look. And it's just gonna keep getting better and better. So I'll keep updating you guys.